in a shocking twist, reminiscent of that of The Sixth Sense when it first came out. A revelation, folks. You are not going to believe what we have just found out with regard to the WNBA. I'm not sure I have been able to process it yet, but we are going to dive in, take a look, and see if we can figure it out together. It turns out, as hard as this may be to believe, the Indiana Fever with Caitlin Clark have played in the three most watched games of the 2026 WNBA season. Yes, I know. I know. No one cares. The Caitlin Clark effect is over. No one's watching. All she does is flop. She's having a terrible year. Forget Paige Beckers. Olivia Miles is better. People have lost interest. Okay, well, June 6th versus the Liberty, 2.6 million. May 9th versus the Wings, 2.5 million. June 20th versus the Dream, 1.7 million. And let's not forget the Tempo game last week and a half ago, that reached 1 million, was the most watched streamed cable game of the entire season as well. But there is a really, or I should say, relatively new twist to all this that we're going to dig into as well. Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you being here as always. Thank you so much for all your support. Truly do appreciate it. Shout out to the 19 real quick. Haven't said it in a while. For those of you that don't know, the 19 is all of you wonderful subscribers and viewers who support the channel. I critiqued Angel Reese's agility one time all the way back in 2024, I think it was. And I had a nice person, Angel Reese fan, threaten me with real life violence, and then came back and said the only people who watch the channel are my 19 cousins. So, hey, there you go. Y'all are the 19. Anyway, let's dig into this to make things interesting. Stephanie White was asked about Caitlin Clark because for y'all that don't know, she was announced as out for Saturday's game. Now, luckily, they don't play again for what, till next Friday. So I think that gives Caitlin like 9 or 10 days between games. But of course, people were not all that thrilled, which we're going to get into. Even I put out, hey, Caitlin Clark fans, time to make a statement. No Clark, no support for a player to get hurt. It happens, but we all know this was caused by the league, by her own team, and yes, by the coach. And that got a lot of attention. I mean, 471 likes, 6,800 views. Again, I only have about 1,500 followers on X. I don't really, use it to get a following. YouTube is my thing, but I do use it for news, and sometimes I can't help myself. But let's dig in. Let's dig in to this. Let's take a listen to Stephanie White, and then we're going to action, and we're going to bring it all back to that whole react ratings thing, because I think that is very important.
I guess just first off, how is Caitlin after Wednesday, and do you have any update on her condition?
Yeah, she's okay. She can be out on Saturday, but she's doing all right.
Do you have any indication right now of how long she will be out?
No indication. Obviously, it's a good time because we have all week next week, so we'll take this opportunity just to get her treatment, get her healthy, get her back on the floor, and see what happens. I mean, it's the same thing. Long-term health and wellness is the most important thing.
Long-term health and wellness, i.e., I don't really care if Caitlin comes back. You can tell she's not in any way perturbed by this at all. By the way, in 30, you've been asked about Caitlin Clark's status. You really didn't give anything. You don't seem that upset about it. And how does an adult get that many? I mean, it's not even little, where you're quickly trying to think of a word when you're just rattling off the top of your head and you're kind of like, see the way I threw the like in there as well, but it's real quick. She's like, 4 or 5 times in this little 30-second thing. And it's not even an It's this weird, I can't, it's not completely an O either. It's like an I can't, Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to make this a deep dive into that. But as you can imagine, Fever fans are fed up. And the reason I want to bring this back, well, let's go through some comments first, because there are over 500 comments on this, and a lot of them, I mean, 90+% are saying this. Note the FF, I guess I can say fat, behind her. She's behind all this. I think that was January. No, that's the other lady. I mixed up. All of you in this circus of media are complicit to what happened to Caitlin Clark. All of you, especially Stephanie White. You media didn't give a crap about asking the right question to protect Caitlin Clark. Look where we're at. Just now, you're eating up Stephanie White's words. You all suck. No CC, we don't watch. Yeah, man. By the way, that's a good point. Evelyn made a good point about the suspension. Like, it's not even a one-game suspension, really. They upgraded to a flagrant 2, which is an automatic suspension. It wasn't like she was suspended for what she did, if that makes sense. Good to know that Caitlin Clark is out. Now I can do other exciting things like mow my lawn. F the fever, the front office, and Stephanie White. Even if she were healthy, she'd sit her. Marina just dropped 53 on this team. Got to make sure Kelsey Mitchell gets a chance to score 54. Yeah, I said that too. Like, no Plum, no Brink. This is all going to be about. Now, I said 40. I said this is all going to be about trying to get Kelsey Mitchell 40 points. And then we can have the conversation about, see, the Fever, even though they're playing a trash and shorthanded Los Angeles Sparks team, it'll be all about like, oh, see, they're so much better without Caitlin Clark. They don't need Caitlin Clark. You never press Stephanie White or follow up. You never demand real answers because you wanted to keep your effing pathetic press pass. Get the F out of here. 100% boo, but at least now my day is completely free. F you, Cokehead White. How are you able to not smile? Because this makes you happy. Everyone needs to turn off the game on Saturday until Clark comes back. F the fever. Cece wouldn't be missing games if she was okay. Damn, this coach is FR. Yeah, man. Some of my favorite words. I'm just saying. Everyone vote for Caitlin Clark for WNBA. Also, yeah, let's throw that in. And this goes on and on and on, folks. This goes on and on and on. What exactly is her back issue, right? That's the thing. We don't know. It's just this mysterious back thing that is convenient. And a lot of people and a lot of people are saying that Caitlin Clark was benched, and other people are also saying she was benched and then she quit on the team, and that's why she went to the locker room. That I'm not buying at all because I don't think that's who Caitlin Clark is. The timing and the situation, I wonder about the benching. And I'm not saying it would have been for a full game, but I can see it. And then maybe she was told to go to the locker room. Not she quit, but she was told to go to the locker room because maybe she said something else. Maybe there was an interaction because, again, and I showed the video, and I'm sorry I don't have it handy right here, but Caitlin Clark was on the bench, right, at that break with the other players going in, as it usually is. And, the bench players get up, and they're the ones that stand around. And she was on the bench and ready to go and got late notice of no, 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 you're not going back in. She stood up. She was there for the huddle. As soon as the huddle broke, she wandered back to the locker room. Again, if it was a serious injury that's keeping her out, I don't understand why she was there at all. I don't understand why she was on the bench as if she was going in. Again, I think that's really important when you're talking about an injury. Why was she on the bench as if she was going in while the subs that are not going in are all standing around because it is a dead ball situation? That is an important question and no one is asking it. But anyway, I wanted to read, I got to read this one. I got to read this one. I've never watched WNBA in my life until she, Caitlin Clark, came on the scene. I don't miss a game now, but that could easily change if she leaves. You will go down in history like Bud Light if you screw this up. And I think everyone knows what happened with Bud Light and Dylan Mulvaney. That was an absolute disaster for Bud Light, which is why I opened this with the ratings. We've missed a lot of ratings, right? There have been a lot of games we are not getting ratings to, which leads me to believe when you consider all the time they puff up their chest the past couple of years that the ratings are not good for those games we're not getting. Again, that tempo game, there was the Sparks Wings game that only did 457,000. What do you think happened if the Caitlin Clark fans truly make a statement, and a statement may need to be made, the WNBA may need to actually see consequences where it matters most. Because I tell you, advertisers, the media that paid for this, they won't be happy, right? CBS, if they see a sub 1 million game on this, not going to be happy. Hell, they might be unhappy if they see sub 1.5. And y'all know that no one else is getting the ratings. So imagine Fever ratings tanking now because Caitlin Clark is out, and the domino effect that might have. Media rights deal has a trigger in 2028. So it is going to be really, really interesting to see. And this is CBS. I don't know if they'll be able to hide CBS ratings. It's going to be really interesting to see what comes out, or a Caitlin Clark fan's going to break down and feel like, oh, well, I got to support the Fever to support Caitlin Clark. Let me know what you're going to do in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe. Y'all know the drill. I will talk to you later.